everyone. Thank you for the lovely introduction. I'd like to start by just thanking family and friends for coming along with everyone else that's here.
Wow. Sorry.
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah, much better.
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
That's okay.
This speech was on a memory stick, which I then proceeded to leave in my trousers and put in the washing machine. So the washing machine washed away the speech. Luckily I had a hard copy, which is a bit rough, so I'll skip over it a bit. I'd like to, unfortunately my sister Margaret can't be here today because she has a medical issue of her own she's dealing with. But Margaret, I was admitted to PEC on the Psychiatric Emergency Care Centre on the 30th of April, and I was there for approximately 4 or 5 days. Margaret came and sat with me every day, actually sat in on some very supportive and helpful interviews with healthcare people. So I feel very indebted to her, and I'm sorry she's not here. But I'd like to truly thank her from the bottom of my heart for her support, and also Bob Lansbury's here, and who I work with, and Justin, who's on my Gunter take for. So thank you for coming. As was mentioned in the introduction, I don't really want to talk about how I got to the position I was at PEC, but I do want to talk about the fact that from the 30th of April to now, I was 4 or 5 months. So that's 150 days. And the reason I lived 150 days is because of the 5 days at PEC. So what happened at PEC was that I was living without much hope or much desire or anything at all. And in between then and now, my brain has slowly started to work again. And it's been quite a journey. I think suicide is basically, for me, I'm sure it is for other people, an issue of your brain basically departing your body altogether. And it's very difficult to explain exactly what it's like to live without a brain, but it's not very much fun. And you can't do much, you can hardly speak, you can hardly talk, you can hardly walk, and it's very, very difficult. But what happens when you're at PEC is that there's people around you, even though you haven't got a brain, there's lots of people with brains around you. And those people are very intelligent, very compassionate, very dedicated people. And they spend time with you, and they get to the bottom of things. And then slowly over time, what happens is you start to think again. And when you start thinking, life comes back to you. So the care and the passion of the people at PEC is incredible. And I always will feel truly indebted to them for their help in getting my brain back together. That was not even written on the page, so excuse me for saying that. But I think the most important thing with all of this is the starting point, and that starting point is to ask for help. We live in an era where we've got mobile phones and internet and social media and GPs and drop-in centres, and we've got a lot of services. Obviously, the nation needs more because there's a lot of people that miss out on care. But the biggest thing, I think, maybe particularly for males, but I'm sure it applies to everyone, is just to speak up. To stay alive, you need to speak up. So I implore everyone, when you're in strife or feeling down, that you just pick up the phone, call a friend, visit someone, get someone to come to you and just share. Because it's the only way to survive is to be able to share your problems. And at PEC, for example, which I'll go back to PEC because that's where all the good things happened for me, that there's no judgment there, there's no, feeling miserable about the fact that you're mucking your life up, or you're feeling like you're inadequate, or you're not good at your job, or you're not good at relationships, or you're not good at putting your shoes and socks on. That people just listen to you and they ask you really supportive questions about what it's like to feel life without hope. So my message to everyone is to please do not be shy to reach out, put your hand up and wave and say, there's a lot of lovely people in the world. And obviously the world is in strife at the moment, but outside of the strife there's so many people doing so many good things that it's just so important that you allow yourself the freedom to speak. And if you could speak up and tell people the truth, the fact of the matter is you will get help and life will continue for you. So I urge everyone, I've come up with a little jingle called SUSA, which is part of my speech, which is speak up and stay alive. So that's my message to you on that front. I'm not sure that I've got anything else to say. I'm just looking through this. I read this morning, but I'm just going through it again. Yeah, so look, that's the thing. Seek help, speak up. Don't be frightened. People are good. There's so many great people working here at Beck, and I'm sure in other institutions and hospitals around the country. And all you have to do is say, I need help, and you will get help, and you can live a full and productive life. Thank you very much.